afternoon and welcome back to my channel, Logan Speed Shop. Today I'm doing something a little bit fun. Well, I started this one last night, building a dog box for the r32. So my friend Alex at Speedtek, he helped me out on a dog box. We have got an rb20 dog box. So small box still. As you can see here, I've half put it together. I've got the front half, still got a little bit to go with the reverse and fifth gear and obviously all the selector forks. But if we look at the front, we've got obviously the input shaft. Just so you know when you're putting it together, more of a reference if anyone's watching this video. The instructions he gives are actually really good. You see there in my clutter. Just had to have a bit of a rearrange. I had the bench set up, but things are happening here soon. So we've got input shaft with fourth gear. Then we've got third gear here, slide on with a hub slider in the middle, dog gear over top. We've got second gear here at the back, facing the opposite way with the slider going towards it. A hub in the middle, and then we've got first gear at the back. You can see obviously the ratios between them all, and as you go further forward, fourth is 1:1. All new bearings throughout, because this gearbox actually had absolutely rooted bearings in it. That's why it was a donor. But yeah, pretty much just smashing it out. I'm going to knock out the rear half and show you how that comes together, and hopefully when I chuck these selectors arms back into it, selector forks, everything is going to work and just shift, select gear as it should, because I'm a bit nervous about it. So far, the hardest bit is got to be putting the main shaft and the lay shaft in, because they've just got to be pressed in together as this kind of intertwines as it comes back. So it's just a matter of pressing one, pressing the other a little bit. I don't really have any technique. I've never done this before, so pretty much if I can do that, you guys can do what you need to as well and build one, because hey, I didn't find it too hard. See there are all the selectors. Everything I've spun, everything spun's free. Pretty much as I'm putting anything on, it's getting a little bit of lube under each of the needle bearings put together, and it feels good. I got a lot of confidence in myself with this one, but I'll get the forks on and show you how it all moves together. That's looking a lot like success if I've ever seen it. Everything's on, all the shifter forks, everything, all the selector arms. Trying to video as much as I can just so you guys have got a bit of a reference here as well. Here, I actually had to drill that, as these arms are designed around an S14 SR box. Talked to Alec at Speedtek. He said basically you got two choices: change it out to an SR1 or re-drill. So I chucked it in a drill press, drilled it out here, as the other hole is just at the front there, and it puts it out of position. Where I've gone is central with the gear, nice and good. Everything is lined up, there's enough space. I was a little bit off here, sorry. So I've just taken a little bit of meat off the middle fork just so it doesn't fall on the top. And now I've got a couple of pieces of gearbox in the middle. I'm going to place it in there. Not going to seal it, but this way I can put it in there. I can chuck the arm on the back, and I can make sure it actually selects gears. At the moment it does when I rotate it. Well, it's in neutral at the moment. But a quick test, and then we should be good. Don't want to put it in the car and find out that I've got bloody 1 gear, 2 gears, or no gears. So yeah, let's dummy it up, find out what's going on. Just popped her inside of a case, so full gear set's inside this case. At the moment, only a couple of bolts, it hasn't been sealed up. All the front end isn't bolted up properly either, just so I can pull it apart. I've actually ground off one side, just where there's a seam. That's just for the selector clearance, instructions tell us that. And the shifter out of my 32. I'm going to attempt this with one hand, 1 foot. Sorry about that. So first, second, might have to rotate it just so the dogs can engage properly. Just because it will get locked out if it's just in the same position, because all the dogs aren't quite there to mesh. Third, fourth. Oh, this is way too hard with one hand. I'll make sure that fifth and reverse are there. You're going to have to trust me that they are. And just like that, I have built myself a dog box. Do I trust my work? Not 100%. Guess I gotta seal it up, chuck it in the car and find out. Honestly, the car's still got a little bit to go, so I'm gonna make the decision. I reckon I'm probably just gonna chuck the shifter back in the car for now. Only because I want to make sure the first drive, I'm not worried about too many things. Sweating my ass off out here. But yeah, that easy to build the dog box, Speedtek dog box. So far everything looks pretty good quality. Yeah, I reckon most people could probably build them themselves if you're pretty mechanically minded. Give it a go. Not too much caught me out. Just make sure you get the bearing set as well. And you got a press on hand. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Godspeed. Let's be honest, the only way I can really close this video off is by having the gearbox in the car and showing you what it's really like. So, gearbox installed, 2 hours later, old one's out, new one's in. I have already tested it, I know it works. But for you guys, here we are. Car start up. Here we are, obviously just idling at the moment. But if we go down to we'll go clutch in for first, hear a bit of a clunk there. We take off, clutch changed it. There we are, fifth no dog, second dog, third you can hear the clunk. I'm still shifting with the clutch at the moment just to break the gears in a little bit. But I'll be honest, I've already shifted without it. You know what, bugger it, for the video let's go about the clutch as well. So, back to first, clutch foot out. You can see my knee there not moving. There we are. No clutch, it works. It judders a bit because there's just no load on the rear end. Should I be doing that? Probably not. Do I want to be rough with this and see if it breaks a little bit? Because hey, it's going to break for me, and we want to see if we can put some limits on what's going to cause it to.